Man who cannot walk arrested for assault on foot. Video raises questions. Guys, this is a clown world we're living in, guys. I'm telling you, I promise you guys. But either way, let's go and jump into it immediately. This is a suggestion via Discord.
News now at 7. A Metro Atlanta Police Department now under fire for how it investigated an alleged attack and home invasion.
So what happened?
He kicked in the door. I ran. He choked me out.
An Atlanta News First investigation uncovered evidence that woman may have fabricated her story. Investigative reporter Andy Parati found it led to the arrest of a man who says he is innocent.
536, just confirming you're advising signal 20, front door.
College Park police respond to a home in June.
This is the hood.
June 2024.
Oh, thank God.
All right, how you doing?
After Catherine Jensen says her ex-boyfriend attacked her minutes before they arrived.
So what happened?
He kicked in the door. I ran. He choked me out. Tried to get the keys from my hand of my truck.
So he grabbed you by your neck?
Mm-hmm. Handle him myself. I'm too small.
I believe this happens every single day, like 1,000 times. I'm telling you. Like, I just believe that that this type of scenario exists and is plentiful, specifically if maybe people like this specifically do not get their way.
You say he kicked the door in?
He did.
Charles Reed is the man Catherine claimed broke into her home and assaulted her.
She said I kicked in the door.
And why is that a problem?
Because I'm in a wheelchair and have been for 25 years.
Oh, come there.
Charles cannot move his legs. He's paraplegic following an accident when he was a teenager. Andrew Fleischman is Charles' attorney.
She describes that he's of average build.
Tall, short.
Average height.
That he has brown hair, that he's in black clothing.
So all black?
I want to say yes, sir.
But not that he's in a wheelchair. Never mentions it.
Of course not.
And that is probably the number one thing you'd mention about somebody.
Especially as they're running away.
Right,
On foot.
and on foot and
I guess
kicking
he
through.
took off on
Jesus
foot.
Christ, guys.
Charles and Catherine did date, but it was more than 20 years ago. They never kept in touch. He's been married for a decade with a newborn. And
Sorry, guys. I just need to get this out. I just need to get this out, guys. No. No. That's a wild one, guys.
the day of the alleged attack, Charles says he was at a dinner party with friends.
Did police contact you at all?
No, not at all. Not a single time.
You didn't get a phone call?
Not a phone call.
You didn't get an email?
Not an email. Not a visit.
No one questioned you about this?
Nope.
For 9 months,
Did he get arrested?
Charles says he had no clue officers had a warrant out for his arrest
Okay.
for aggravated assault until the federal government alerted him when he tried to renew his passport. So he emailed Officer McKinley Boletti and set up a time to meet at the police department last month.
Then I finally go up there literally knowing absolutely nothing about it. I essentially surrendered myself because I was that innocent.
According to the body camera video, Officer Boletti questioned whether he was actually disabled.
Unfortunately, you do have the warrant out for your arrest, so I'm gonna have to place you into custody.
Is this a joke?
Charles warned the officer putting handcuffs on would likely make him fall because of his paralysis.
I'm sitting there literally exactly like this in my chair. And so he handcuffs me and I'm like, hey, like just FYI, like I can't move. I literally can't. I don't have muscle control.
It's too late.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, I could have broken my hip and died like very quickly.
How did they respond?
They literally sat there
And looked at
just
you?
watched me writhe on the ground.
Right, because they don't believe that. Oh my God.
Officers still didn't believe Charles was disabled. Neither did his supervisor, who never put his eyes on Charles before saying this.
It's a ruse, man.
So-
I mean, it's an obvious attempt to not to go to jail. So
Bro, sue everybody.
A fellow officer disagreed.
Might need to call the district attorney's office, because if the door was kicked in, he didn't kick it in.
Finally, Officer Boletti admits he could be wrong.
Because now it's looking like she might have made a false report.
Oh, really?
Hurt me about March of
Listen, this is why you can't just believe, all people. Okay, this is why you can't do that, because there's a bunch of liars out there Or I don't know why. Like, was she bored one day and decided, like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and accuse my ex that I was with 20 years ago for something, right? Like, let me guess, no jail time, none, slap on the wrist.
This year, and
A year before Catherine claimed Charles assaulted her, the Noonan Police Department, about 30 miles away, arrested her for theft and forgery after allegedly filing a false police report claiming someone stole from her.
Wow.
Fleischman says officers have access to a state database identifying prior arrests, but Officer Belletti never mentions Catherine's arrest record in the incident report.
I've never seen a case where somebody was so clearly innocent and it would take so little work to establish it, and nobody was willing to do the work.
it was a tumultuous relationship.
According to this email obtained by Charles' attorney, Catherine wrote to a College Park police detective this week asking to change her statement, writing, "My mental state and physical trauma in that moment worked to confuse me."
Yeah, I don't care. I'm sorry. Listen. I recently watched the movie Forrest Gump, okay? And a lot of you guys yelled at me, on the reaction video specifically to Forrest Gump, talking about Jenny. I don't like Jenny, bro. Like, her traumas and things that she experienced in her life, she basically dumped onto him, and then, we're not doing all of these things here, guys, okay? But this has nothing to do with the fact that you tried to destroy someone else's life, bro. I think you deserve prison time, period. You're a grown adult. You can make your own decisions. Your traumas in this instance are completely irrelevant. You targeted another human. That's what you did. You deserve jail time.
Please contact me at your convenience so I can edit the information in the report and clear the name of an innocent man.
Pass.
How's this impacted you?
Sewer.
Well, I haven't been able to leave my house in a meaningful way in 2 or 3 months, just out of fear that I'll be picked up for an arrest warrant.
Has the police department apologized?
Not a single bit.
No.
I haven't heard a word from them. In fact, we've been trying to get into communication with them repeatedly, both me and my lawyer.
Because ultimately, that's all we're asking for, just to be adults. Take responsibility when you make a mistake and try to fix it.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much based off of the last video that we saw recently here, about like false raids that are happening around the country. I cannot imagine that that they're going to do anything kind of regarding this instance.
College Park Police did not respond to
course
repeated
not.
requests for comment about this case. We reached out to Catherine Jensen. She also did not respond, but her mother says she now acknowledges Charles did not attack her. Catherine has not been charged in this case. Charles' attorney says the DA's office plans to drop his charges.
Oh, really? Yeah. See, like, as expected, at the end of the story, there were no charges levied upon this person, guys. I mean, it seems that, guys, listen, there's a weird trend, and I don't like the trend. All right. It seems like there's a permanent underclass in society. Like, there's a group of people that specifically get held responsible, specifically in the eyes of the law, to the maximum extent, and then there's another group of people who do not. Let's say, right? They get like at all, like at least 60% less issues. But either way, listen, I'm an outside observer here. Okay, all right. But either way, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Yeah.